Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Just sit back and open up your hearts and your minds, as we are representing just a small portion of the families here in North Carolina that need you to hear our voices and the effect the new CAP waiver is having on our lives. This is Connie, and she is 29 years old, and this is her story. Connie's mom loves and supports her daughter. She is adored by her sister and is an aunt to some great kids. Family is very important to Connie. Connie enjoys her life. She especially enjoys volunteering for Meals on Wheels. She does this as often as her health permits. Connie lives in her own special quarters built onto the back of her mother's house so she can have as much independence as possible. She is able to enjoy her living space. It accommodates her wheelchair and her other devices to meet her 24-hour care. Connie is blessed to have staff that has been with her for over 5 years. The new CAP waiver will endanger the loss of these wonderful workers due to the pay cuts. The training for her care and the amount of work it takes to care for her makes it hard to find quality staff. So if she loses these workers, she will end up back in an institution. This is Jason and his sister Casey. Jason is 28 years old and Casey is 26 years old. They are fortunate to have a loving mother who adopted them at an early age. This is Jason's story. Jason is a big guy who loves to eat out, play video games, go on picnics, and watch the movies. He enjoys working at Food Line for 3 hours a day, 2 times a week, and at the Golden Corral for 2 hours a day, 2 times a week. He was given an award for 10 years of service at Food Line. He loves his co-workers and they love him. And at the Golden Corral, where he is responsible for rolling the potatoes, he received the Employee of the Year award. He was really proud, and so was his mom. Unfortunately, because of the cuts in the new CAP waiver, he will have to give up his Food Line job. Casey likes cheerleading, music, clothes, makeup, and yes, boys too. Her biggest challenge in her life is dealing with self-mutilation where she picks her skin. Her job is to be in snack machines with her job coach, and it's going to be very hard for her to give this up due to the cuts in services. She enjoys all the people she meets on her job, the exercises she gets, and the money she earns. Her mother is concerned that when her hours are cut, she will no longer be able to work on her life skills as she does now. Their mother says both Jason and Casey both require repetition in order to keep their skills in their head. Their mother quotes, "They ask for so little in life to be happy, and now they will have to decide if they can stay at work with their friends and co-workers or continue to keep their many life skills in place." Wow, what a choice, your relationship or your skills to function in society. I want my daughter and son to live at home as long as possible, and know it's not to keep them out of the community, it's to keep them out there having a good life. I am very proud of them and do my best to keep them active in their life. This is Isabel, and she's 14 years old. Isabel is socially and emotionally a nonverbal child. She has the mentality of a toddler, complete with pull-ups and tantrums. Her mother considers Isabel an awesome, magical little person who is sweet and mischievous. Isabel adores her 5-year-old brother. Isabel's mom is a strong advocate for her and other individuals in our DD population. I encourage you to please visit her letter to the governor. If you need more insight to our families, just read her letter as she speaks for all of us. This is Thomas, and he's 24 years old. He has several issues. He is really into machines. He lives in an unlicensed AFL where all of his equipment fills the backyard to overflowing. It is great concern for the family of Thomas that he will lose his AFL residential placement due to the loss of the respite services being restructured. He has had several placements since age 19 due to his lethality, and so the family is concerned he may lose his current AFL placement due to burnout. When something goes wrong for Thomas, he gets real upset and acts out in unusual ways. This high maintenance of Thomas can be very draining. His mother quotes, "I realize that there are some people who abuse the system, but most of us don't, and these changes are potentially drastic for the developmentally disabled community." Justin is 22 years old. Justin is part of a small but close family. He has a family who loves him dearly but just would not be able to care for him without help. His mother quotes, "What is so awesome about the CAP service is that it enables kids and adults like Justin to stay with their families, in their family home, in a family environment, with the help of outside support." Is it a normal life? No, but she can't imagine having to hand him over to the state. And she knows at the same time it would be impossible to hold down her job even on a 40-hour work week. Can the program be somewhat amended? Likely. Maybe it's not the best, and maybe there are changes that need to be made. But please, this is a 168-hour-a-week responsibility for so many of us. My son cannot be left alone for a minute, and it cannot be done without outside help, and it cannot be done in 80 hours a week. Sabrina is 14 years old. She loves to cheer on her special needs competition team. She loves her Girl Scout activities, and she loves her iPad and her 2 dogs. Her mother is concerned about her child not receiving any home and community services on the weekend, which will cause her to regress and lose her social skills. This is also concern about the loss of choice on where she can move in the future when her daughter is ready to attend a college with a program for individuals with disabilities. She is concerned that we have no accountability for the LMEs because they determine the person's need, write the plan, authorize the services, and consider the appeals. She believes this opens her daughter up to neglect and violates her rights as a citizen of North Carolina. Her mother quotes, "No one can replace the negative effects of a reduction in hours that will cause my daughter to live in her natural home." Frankie is 63 years old. He is friendly and outgoing. He loves to shop, volunteer, and visit friends. Since he cannot read or write, his family has always made sure that he learns by visual means. They take him to museums, zoos, aquariums, and any place they feel he will be able to learn, the only way he is able to learn. With these cuts and the upcoming waivers, his family and Frankie will lose the ability to do all the things they have done so they can continue to learn new things. The new CAP waiver is going to jeopardize his day support hours, to which he will lose a very valuable worker due to the cuts. It is very difficult to find a worker who is good, resourceful, caring, and dependable, and Frankie is afraid that he won't be so lucky in finding another one again. This is Benton, and he is 12 years old. He lives with his mom, who is a widow. His favorite thing to do is to listen to unusual noises and make sounds himself. He is a handful for his mom because his needs are so much. He cannot walk, talk, or do anything for himself. The impact to his care from the new CAP waiver is the loss of respite nursing care. A lot of nights his mom is worn out and tired, and it puts extra strain on her to care for Benton during the night. So the loss of the respite nursing care is going to be a big impact to him and his mom. He is also losing enhanced personal care and enhanced respite pay, and it is going to be hard to find quality workers to work at a lower rate of pay. Also, in the summer when school is out, he will only have a limited number of personal care and home and community being provided. These hours will not be enough to meet his needs. Gene is 53 years old. He lives with his family and enjoys being active in his community. The change in the new cap waiver is causing Gene to lose the AFL residential services he was receiving before the home support was introduced. The state is not allowing him to return to this original status of placement as an AFL. So Gene will be losing covered hours, to which will be hard on his sister because his brother-in-law will have to work another job instead of caring for Gene. Samantha is 23 years old. She is nonverbal and very much like a toddler. She enjoys playing with her baby dolls and musical keyboards. Her biggest challenge in her life is her self-injurious behavior. She requires 24-hour care to monitor her for her safety and attend to her medical needs. Her family is grateful for the cap waiver services she has received over the years. Her family has asked those who are in charge of the approval of the new cap waiver to recognize the importance of family and the support they need in order to keep their loved ones out of the institution.